My dear child, do not mistake this encounter for chance. I have ordered your steps to this very place, and I will now unveil the moments you have forgotten. Times when my hand guided you, though you perceived it not. I bring to your remembrance the seasons my presence reached for you, the paths I closed to guard your life, and the interventions meant to grant you peace. You did not turn from me with malice. You simply did not discern my work. You viewed these events as fortune or misfortune, yet they were my earnest efforts to assist you. You were burdened by the cares of this life, weary and confused, and so my signals were obscured by the noise of your days. Now, however, the time for subtle guidance has passed, and I speak to you with direct purpose. Recall the stirring within your spirit, the hesitation that defied your logic. It was a check in your heart, a stillness urging you to pause and consider your way. A knowing arose within you, a silent alarm whispering that something was amiss. Yet you pressed forward. The demands of your daily life clamored for attention, and you dismissed this warning as mere anxiety or fatigue. That resistance was my spirit. It was my voice speaking before the trouble arose. I saw the snare hidden from your sight and sought to turn your foot aside, but you did not recognize the restraint I offered, and so you continued. Remember the door that shut firmly before you, the delay that caused you such frustration. The path you desired was suddenly barred. A future you anticipated vanished. You felt confusion and hurt, questioning why your desire was withheld. You viewed this hindrance as a penalty, but in truth it was a shield. I closed that way because it led to the breaking of your spirit. I removed that option because it would have consumed you. You felt rejected, but I was preserving you. I intervened to prevent you from walking into a trap set by the enemy. But because your eyes could not see the end from the beginning, you mistook my protection for a mistake. I visited you in the night with a vision you quickly cast aside. It was the dream that troubled your sleep, a warning that woke you with a racing heart. You sensed its weight, yet you turned your mind to other things, convincing yourself it was without meaning. That vision was my revelation of the hidden reality surrounding you. I sought to speak when your mind was quiet enough to hear, but you awoke and returned to your routine, allowing the warning to fade. It was truth shown in images, a lamp meant to guide you away from approaching sorrow. There was a separation I ordained, removing a presence you believed was essential. You clung to this connection for comfort or familiarity, yet it was slowly dimming your light. You desired for them to stay, but they were not leading you toward life. You were drifting from me without realizing it, and I would not suffer you to be lost. Therefore I severed the bond. I did not do this to wound you, but to liberate you. You wept and sought understanding, feeling abandoned. Yet I was clearing the ground to bring you to a place of safety. I met you in the valley of sorrow, in the grief that left you feeling undone. It was the moment your strength failed, when the burden seemed too great to bear. That heaviness was not sent to destroy you. It was the stripping away of that which could not stand. I permitted that season because at times only the breaking of outward reliance can turn a wandering heart back to its source. In your despair, you cried out with a sincerity you had not known before. I was drawing you near through the emptiness, pulling you close when your world seemed to crumble. That sorrow was not proof you were forgotten. It was the gateway to finding your true refuge in me. Recall the sudden burden that weighed upon your chest without cause. It was a pressure you could not explain, a shadow hinting at trouble. That sensation was not fear. It was discernment. Your spirit perceived the gathering storm before your mind could understand it. The enemy was preparing to move, and your inner man knew it. I nudged you then, inviting you to watch and pray, to seek my face. But the cares of the world demanded your time, and you did not realize that heaviness was an instruction for your defense. Finally, there was the whisper you let slip away because the noise of the world was too great. The gentle prompting that said, "Return to me now. This path cannot sustain you." You deferred my call, promising a future time to listen and find rest. That time did not come. You did not reject me out of rebellion, but out of overwhelm. You were tired, uncertain, and heavy-laden. Yet that ignored summons was the last signal before I found it necessary to speak with absolute clarity. That is why I address you now, not in riddles, but with plain speech. My voice has touched you before, but it met with doubt, scattered attention, or bewilderment. A path lies before you, fraught with hazards, a way you cannot navigate without my guiding hand. The course of your life holds profound importance, too vital for you to stumble. Your very being is too significant for me to keep silent. What you viewed as mere coincidences were my purposeful efforts to connect with you. Every unexpected halt, each surprising difficulty, every feeling of lack, every sense of unease you experienced, all these were my quiet presence woven into your everyday life. I no longer communicate through subtle indications. This message reaches you clearly, beyond doubt. And right now, listen carefully. This is the exact moment for true awareness. Here is where your path alters. This is the unwavering link I offer you. I will not permit you to encounter what is coming without being fully prepared. Stay with me. Unveil your heart so I may speak directly within it. This very instant is the one the unseen dimension has awaited. Settle your spirit entirely and give heed to my words. For I must now reveal why this specific period carries a weight you have never before known. This is not simply another message. It is more than just comfort or calm. This is a direct step delivered swiftly with clear purpose, bringing the full attention of the spiritual dimension in every word. I speak now because a dangerous circumstance approaches, one that cannot be avoided, one you cannot overcome by your own strength or cleverly bypass through your intellect alone. My reason for speaking is not to cause you fear. Terror is not how I speak, nor is dread what I wish to place within you. I speak to prepare you, to safeguard you, to stabilize your journey before the challenging moments arrive. My voice has grown resolute because danger is close. My words carry potency because time is short. You have felt an increasing weight around you, even if you couldn't name it. You sensed a heaviness, attributing it merely to your emotions. You endured a weariness that sleep could not remedy. You found minor issues overpowering, things that usually would not disturb you. You observed your inner peace diminishing. You heard doubt stirring at the edges of your awareness. These experiences were not random. They were pointers, signs that the spiritual realm was shifting, alerts that an event was drawing near, proof that an opposing presence was preparing to act. I recognized its formation before you could feel it. I watched the darkness gather. I observed the trap being set. I saw the unprotected places the enemy aimed to exploit in your life, and I could not stay silent. Diverting from my voice holds real consequence in the spiritual realm. Not because I wish to cause you difficulty, but because when you move forward apart from my guidance, you become exposed. When you act without listening to me, you step outside the shelter that keeps you safe. When you choose your own path without my companionship, you embark on routes not meant for your walk. As danger draws near, those slight shifts away from me become clear points of access for the one who seeks to harm you. This is why I speak now, not softly, not indirectly, but with a vividness your innermost self cannot ignore. This is the final warning, not because my affection has limits, but because the moments are changing. The approaching hazard cannot be faced with a careless spirit or a half-hearted search for what is true. You cannot simply drift and withstand what is coming. You cannot be unsettled, unfocused, unfeeling, or disconnected and still hope to overcome what approaches. There is a surfacing reality that calls for your complete attention, your full-hearted answer, your deep perception, and your constant connection with me. You cannot permit yourself to tune out my voice now. I do not approach you in displeasure. I long for your nearness. I am not disheartened. I am your protector. I do not condemn you. I extend my hand to rescue you. You are mine, and I will not allow you to step into the unknown without full awareness. I will not watch your spirit overwhelmed by difficulties that could have been avoided. I will not see you fall into a hidden trap that my voice could have steered you from. I will not permit an antagonist to claim what I have reserved for you simply because your focus strayed from my call. This is why my words resonate with greater power, deeper meaning, and sharper clarity. The invisible realm is moving with determination. Understand that warnings from the Spirit are valuable gifts. They are not given to burden you with blame. They are given to keep you safe. When I speak with such urgency, it shows that conditions are changing. It signals that a critical choice point is at hand. It means one singular decision will open a certain way and close off another. It means the immediate direction of your journey carries profound weight in the unseen aspects of existence. Should you turn away from my voice again, you will regret having missed this specific time. Not because I will abandon you, but because you will face experiences I sought to protect you from. The adversary has watched you closely. He recognizes where exhaustion holds you. He comprehends where you feel insufficient. He senses your wavering confidence. He sees those who draw your focus. He understands the appeal of certain lures that call to you. He perceives the old wounds still open within your spirit. And he is designing a plan intended to strike you precisely where you are most vulnerable. Yet I am revealing his true aims before he can act upon them. I am bringing the danger into plain sight before it reaches you. I am providing a clear warning before any harm occurs. But if you do not listen, if you turn away from my voice once more, you will move directly into what I work to keep from you. Your inner being has been adrift, not because you wish to turn from me, but because the many demands of daily life scattered your attention in countless directions. You have felt overwhelmed, not from any lack in your strength, but because your spirit has carried burdens too heavy for one heart alone. You have felt numb, not from indifference, but because you have been enduring constantly rather than finding true peace. A heart that wanders, however, cannot sense a coming threat. A tired spirit cannot recognize a foe. A numb soul cannot grasp warnings. A moment has arrived where a gentle suggestion is no longer enough. This is why my voice carries greater weight and why my urgent plea has intensified. You sense my presence now, more immediate, more certain, more firm. Understand this season holds deep importance. You stand at a crucial point in your inner journey. Your next movements depend entirely on your readiness to accept my wisdom or if you hold back. Before you, two different ways unfold. One offers security, clear sight, genuine progress, and lasting protection. The other path brings confusion, sorrow, deep hurt, and suffering that can be avoided. To step forward without knowing the way ahead is a risk you cannot take. My guidance does not come from a bleak view of things. It comes because I see the hazard plainly. Still, let this truth settle in your spirit. My affection surrounds every caution I offer. A quiet tenderness rests within each hard reality I share. I show you what threatens you because my care for you is complete. My voice is urgent because I will not let you stray. I direct you with strength because what lies ahead for you is too important for me. I step into your daily path because my sight extends beyond your own. These warnings are not a sign of distance. They are my hand reaching to draw you near. My stronger tone comes not from anger, but from a deep yearning to shield you. My firm stand is not a penalty. It is my love poured out completely. You are mine, and I will not permit you to walk into darkness without showing you the way. You are mine, and I will not allow you to stumble into hidden traps without my hand reaching to steady you. You are mine, and I will stir all that is unseen to gain your attention if it becomes necessary. You are mine, and I will not release my grip on you. Even when you abandon hope within your own heart, you are mine, and no challenge aimed at you will succeed if you listen to my wisdom in this moment. Listen closely to me. This moment marks your vital turning point. Here you stand where ways separate. This is the final clear signal before a profound change occurs. I am right here with you. I offer you warning. I am your protection, and I am prepared to lead you safely through what is coming. As long as you stay close to me, attend carefully, for I must now reveal the danger that is forming around you. A threat unseen by your usual perception. A risk that has been quietly building bit by bit, waiting for the moment you are most vulnerable. My purpose in sharing this is not to frighten you, but to awaken your understanding. I speak not to create panic, but to bring forth clarity. The hidden realm has shifted its arrangement, and a strong disturbance has begun to draw near your being. If you fail to give your full attention now, if you do not absorb my words with your complete inner self, you will step directly into an influence crafted to dismantle your inner peace, diminish your true purpose, and cloud your coming days. This is not a small challenge, nor is it a brief disturbance. This cannot be overcome by your own striving alone, as you may have handled other difficulties. This is an attack with a clear target. It is thoughtfully planned and precise. It is formed exactly to use your fragile places, shaped to your lingering pains, and matched to your tender spots. Your foe has set in motion a design to weaken your spirit, knowing well what will happen if you become aware, if you accept my direction, if you choose my way. He fears the self you are becoming. He fears the strength that dwells inside you. He fears the genuine calling that is awakening within your deepest self. So his movements are deliberate, not accidental. Forces are pressing more strongly around your existence. You have felt their quiet influence even if you could not identify it. The sudden heaviness in your spirit, the shifting of your emotions, the confusion that appears without reason, the feeling of being drained within, the nagging worry that constantly whispers untrue notions. The ideas that make you question your own being, doubt your worth, and mistrust your own discernment. These are not signs of weakness. They are evidence of a struggle within. You are not falling apart. You are being directly targeted. And I am showing you this attack so it will not catch you unaware. The draw to wander has also strengthened. Not just the urge to stumble, but the temptation to simply give up. The impulse to pull away and be alone. The whisper to settle for less than what you truly can be. There are urges to join with things that do not serve your true purpose. There is a pull to keep your own truth silent. Thanks for watching God's Helps. Subscribe for daily divine messages. Click on the bell icon. Don't miss out daily God's message.